G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza and I'm just making this video. It's kind of like I hadn't planned it and I obviously haven't scripted it, so don't worry about all my screw ups. But I just wanted to make a video because I released my first ever ebook on this weekend and I just wanted to give it a bit of context simply because I want to let you guys know how grateful I am that you've been so supportive of it. And one of the comments that someone made was that they've bought it and that they were going to print it and read it on the bus. And that comment in particular, as well as a lot of other similar ones, really hit me in a pretty personal way because it shows me how much of a personal thing what we're doing is. And the fact that you guys are letting me in to be a part of that in your lives is just a huge deal to me, and I really appreciate it. To give you a bit of context, these are all the drawing books that I collected ever since I was like 11 years old, and so I was obsessed with collecting how to draw books. And I even when I was like 12, I started writing my own how to draw book, which obviously was a bit dumb, and it was just a fun little project that you do when you're 12 years old. And I used to hunt obsessively in bookshops for how to draw books of, styles that I liked and stuff. And when I started YouTube on my other channel, I did some drawing tutorials, and then eventually I started up this channel and took it really seriously and put a lot of work into the content, and it's flourished, and it's become something that so many of you have really embraced. And I'm making this video for no other reason than to say thank you, because as artists, we tend to be pretty self-critical sometimes, and I'm a huge optimist. I always like to see the best in others and the best in myself, but I'm also very self-critical. And often when I'm drawing pictures, I'm thinking, who likes this crap? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I'm really proud of a picture I do, but most of the time I'm comparing myself to other people, and I don't let it get me down. And that's the reason that I'm able to keep doing stuff, is because I'm keeping on pushing myself because I want to get there. And I'm never satisfied with where I am, which is a beneficial attitude to have, but it can be a little discouraging at times. And I'm sure so many of you know how it feels. We're all in the same boat in that way, and that's in reality the most productive way an artist can feel. But the fact that I felt quite self-conscious making this art book, feeling like, what right do I have to be an authority on anything, especially something technical, to simplify it, at the same time putting everything I had into it, trying to make it really valuable to people who do trust my approach and work. And the fact that anyone who's read it has had nothing but positive things to say, and the fact that you guys are all just so encouraging of it. I guess all it really comes down to is I am massively humbled and extremely grateful to have you guys as followers. And I know this is weird because, like, I'm talking to a camera in the middle of an empty room, but I know it's real in the same way that I know that those books affected me when I was young and developing, and there's this weird sort of transition where many of you have put me in the role of that, which often I don't feel up to the task of, and yet you still have faith in me there, and I just want to say thank you so much. So for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm a bit of an over sentimental kind of guy. So that's just this is my unveiling my sentimentality, because I really am grateful, and it's not just a project to me. It's a real personal thing, and it's also a bit of a vulnerable thing. You kind of open yourself up to criticism a bit, and the fact that you guys have been nothing but overwhelmingly positive is really just lifting me. So thank you so much. So back to the lighter news. For those of you who want to know what's coming, I really did kind of burn myself out in the last month, so I'm pretty smashed. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tone it down just a little bit. Same amount of content, but I'm just going to take it easy. So I'm going to do weekly content, several videos a week, much of which will be focusing on human anatomy to complement the ebook that I released. It won't in any way replace it. So those of you who have purchased the book or considering purchasing the book, there's more value there than I can offer in a video. But at the same time, I'm going to try and explain a bit of the process in a way that's approachable, especially to people who may not be able to afford the book at this time, which is totally understandable. The other thing that I'm going to do is release portions of the big stream that we did last week. So I'm going to put some segments of that up, and it's not all going to be very mature or professional, but that's okay, because you all know that about me as well. And then when October comes around, I'm going to really kick into gear for you guys. I'm going to start up monthly competition submissions again. It's been way too long. I want to start giving back to you guys. We're going to do giveaways, including things like the ebook and stuff like that, as well as a bit of a cash prize and maybe some other how to draw books. I really want to get on board with some new and interesting things. So if you guys have any suggestions for tutorials and ideas and project ideas and all that, and I especially want to start focusing on adding some extra content that isn't solely tutorial focused. So I will definitely be doing weekly tutorials, but I haven't been doing very many speed paints lately, and that may have been the reason some of you have joined the channel. So I'm going to start trying to do at least a weekly speed painting or a weekly Let's Draw live or live stream or something like that. So there's a lot to look forward to, but all in all, right where we are right now, I just want to say thank you, and you guys are just amazing, really. And I know I can't say thank you enough, seriously. Like I said thank you to nearly every second comment in the videos that people have commented on, but in reality, that's how I feel. I'm not just droning it off and thank you, la-di-da. I really am grateful for your guys' support. Thank you so much, and until next time, I'll see you later.